Hey everybody, Ryan Schramm. Thanks so much for joining me on another community tour. Very exciting. Today we're featuring the Trestles District, which is a neighborhood of homes very close to Trestles, which is a surf spot that's very near and dear to San Clemente as a city. So this makes it a fun one because the Trestles District homes are pretty much the most affordable single family home that you can get in closest proximity to Trestles. So we're gonna be driving through the neighborhood today, and I'm passing by right now. I'm actually gonna turn around here and we're gonna give you the official start, which is a little family park right at the beginning, and there's a little community sign that says the Trestles District. And the park it's nice. It has a full jungle gym swing set up, and it's right on the San Clemente Municipal golf course, which is a great 18-hole golf course. So the Trestles District Park, the formal name is the San Luis Rey Park, part of the San Clemente Park systems. And again, it's on the Municipal golf course. So the border, I'm gonna put a map up really quickly for you here, because the border of the Trestles District homes is basically El Camino Real, San Luis Rey, and then pretty much Cristianitos down on the south end of town. So we're making our way in here. You can see the golf course out in front of us, again 18 holes, and then the first part of the Trestles District here, some very lovely homes. There's actually a bed and breakfast, one city permitted bed and breakfast off to our right here. Check that out. It's a historic property, very unique. But I'm gonna go down Santa Ynez here and just kind of give you an idea of the types of properties that are in the Trestles District. So, single family, there's no HOA, and a lot of these homes were built from, the 30s to present day. So you got a mix up of square footages and bedroom. Nothing is the same, which makes it special, unique, eclectic, and it has a good vibe. So you've got pretty much a lot of 2 and 3 bedrooms ranging from 1,000 to 1,400 square feet, some smaller, some larger, but that's pretty much your main square footage range. And right now we're kind of making our way towards El Camino Real. And there is an alleyway kind of closer to El Camino Real where the single family zone stops and multifamily starts, and there's a little mix of commercial there too. So I'm gonna make a turn down this alley. So if you were somebody who was looking to buy like a duplex or a triplex and you wanted it to be in this Trestles District zone, focusing along this alleyway is where we would find those type of apartment buildings. And then as we get up closer towards the golf course, again, that's where the single family homes are comprised. So this particular neighborhood, a lot of people that are buying here want to be close to Trestles for surf. They want to be close to the San Clemente beaches. And there is, in the southeast part of town, there's some good restaurants and really good outdoor activities. There's a great walking trail over here that I'm going to feature and take you guys past. But that's pretty much the buyer that's looking here is an active, lifestyle community. You get a lot of people that are looking, for outdoor options and close proximity to the beach, which is why it's a very desirable community. There isn't a ton of turnover in the Trestles District either, because of that, because of the nature of it being super desirable. You get between 7 and 14 listings each year, I would say, that pop up in this Trestles District. Now the streets typically are a little bit narrower in here. It doesn't seem to bother the residents. So you've got a mix of street parking, driveway parking. Again, very outdoor lifestyle community, so some bigger cars and trucks. but everybody just makes it work. But the streets are a little bit narrower. I brought some people through here and they're, oh, the streets are too narrow for me. So if that's something where you're like, oh, I couldn't do that, then the Trestles District wouldn't be for you. It's funny because over the years I've sold quite a few homes in here, and the people that I've moved into the neighborhood who bought a house with me here, none of them have resold except for one. And that property was sold so that the buyer could, or that the seller could get a bigger property in the same part of town. So a lot of people that are buying here really love it. One of the things also to note is we are pretty close to I-5, so there is a little bit of freeway noise. When you live here, it's something you get used to. And I know a lot of people say that, but there are, in my opinion, some spots where the freeway noise is deafening and you can't even hear yourself think. That is not one of these neighborhoods. This is a steady hum. It's definitely something to mention, but I don't think it's a deal breaker, and I do think it's something you would get used to and it wouldn't bug. This is El Camino Real with the sound wall for I-5 out in front of us and to the right. This is a cool street in the Trestles District, Avenida Dolores. It actually used to be a feeder street into Camp Pendleton, so that's why it's so wide. You can see it's got a double yellow line down the center with street parking and still a very wide lane, because they used to use this to get into Camp Pendleton. So you can imagine, you know, big tractor trailers with Jeeps and Army or military Marine equipment, not Army, but the Marine Corps base, and tanks and things of that nature. So this street's cool because it's wider and it has that history to it. I promised you guys I would show you a little trailhead here. So this is a trail system where you can hop on your mountain bike, walk the dogs, hike, jog. It's part of the California State Parks trail system. You can take this and have it connect up with the Ridgeline Trail, or you can take it south to Trestles, which makes it really a cool spot. You'll see people walking and riding their mountain bikes here on the daily. And this particular neighborhood isn't huge. It's probably a mile long and a quarter of a mile wide at its widest point, if that. So there's a few hundred homes in here. It's not a massive community. We're actually kind of taking the border, the most southeast border right now on Avenida Santa Margarita. And this is going to basically spit us out right at Trestles. So I'll show you all, if you lived in this community and you hopped on an e-bike or your mountain bike, whatever the case may be, and rode down to Trestles, this is the way that you would go. All the homes out to the left here are cool because they're on a little bit larger lot, and these back that state park, and there's no more homes further south and east than these here. It's all California State Park land and then Camp Pendleton Marine Corps base. So this is pretty much the end of the residential section of the Trestles District. It ends with the famous Carl's Jr. down here, and then all the parking for Trestles. So let's head over there and check that out. Not super busy today, primarily because there's not a lot of surf right now. But you can see there's some people here parking off to the right and in the beach parking lot. So again, if you were riding your bike, if you lived in Trestles District, this is the way that you would go to get to Trestles itself. We're going to cross over the 5 freeway here. Right here on our left can't take a car down here, but this is the way you would go. So, not a long bike ride, easy to walk to, and some really, really cool, unique beach spots down there. Not just surfing, but it's a fun spot to just go explore and ride the bike or walk. So that's pretty much the Trestles District in a nutshell. Again, San Clemente's most affordable single family neighborhood closest to the beach and Trestles. If you have any questions about this neighborhood, or you want to see some more specific examples of, you know, homes that have sold in here, because there's currently on September 14th, there's nothing on the market in Trestles. So if you want to see some examples of the properties that do sell in here and what they're selling for, like that $1 million to $2 million range, shoot me a comment or a direct text message and I'll get back to you. Thanks so much, and we'll see you on the next one.